Well, Joe, right now this space is pretty quiet, but earlier today, dozens of people gathered in that room to hear from Nan Willie. This friendship bench is located right in front of the Athens Health Department. And if you look behind me, you can still see the car there and a hole in the side of the Pizza Hut. This is one of the many events the city is holding to help keep kids off the streets, keep them busy during the summer, and possibly curb the violence in the city. The only trace of evidence the trespasser left can be found on this cart here. PHIZ. There are some who are drawn here because of the university. That's the case for the owners of Brennan's Coffee Cafe.
Which call is more dangerous? Which one do we take right now?
Firefighter shortage, forcing first responders to make tough decisions.
We're having to triage calls because we have 2 or 3 coming in at the same time.
Athens City Fire Chief Robert Reimner says for a city this size, about 12 firefighters should be on duty every day, but they only have 6.
The biggest thing is funding. Where does the funding come from?
You may think more people, more money, but Reimner says that's not the case.
Because 40% of our calls are going to university-owned structures alone, and there's no property tax coming from that.
So Reimner says he wants Ohio University students to help foot the bill.
We've been working with students in it and working with the students in educating as a possible student fee.
In exchange, the fire department will offer students fire safety education. Until then, the department will be relying on surrounding departments to help respond to calls. In Athens, Norrils, WOUB News.
She held my hand, and I was at that time super shocked. I turned, I said like, what? And then she said 7.4. In that time I understood she was talking about earthquake.
Best friends Hakan and Marve were at dinner together when they found out about the deadly earthquake in Turkey and Syria.
I started crying immediately, like I reacted very, very fast. It's been terrible, like I don't know how I've been doing since Sunday night. I don't know, like life goes on here, but I don't know how it goes on.
Both Turkish graduate students have friends trapped under the rubble or who have died from the earthquake.
One of my friends tragically passed away. The earthquake happened in the last Sunday, and he passed away with his wife on Wednesday. And also his wife was pregnant.
A visiting professor from Turkey has been talking to a close friend who is experiencing life post-earthquake.
It is still, not it was actually, it is still like a doomsday. Because my friend said to me, it smells really bad day by day because lots of body around here. It's really horrible time.
This earthquake's impact has been on their minds since it happened, and they wanted to do something.
We understood that if we don't do anything, we are going to be worse mentally. Yeah. At least we need to focus on something. It's going to make us busy.
They are working to start a donation campaign to help survivors, starting today with a bake sale.
10 cities are destroyed, and one of them is one of the biggest cities in Turkey. And like we need all the help we can get to help build those cities again and help those survivors.
Hundreds gather in Athens to race.
Yeah, you guys got it.
For a reason. The two-day event included a triathlon, a 5K run, and a mud run.
I feel really good. That was like the hardest thing I've ever done. So it was very rewarding to get done with it.
Alexander teacher!
People from all backgrounds participated to help multiple organizations.
I mean, it makes me happy to know that, the money I spent to do this run enabled me to not only do the challenge, but also to, help out a worthy cause.
When participants signed up, they got to choose what charity they would like to donate a portion of the registration fee to. Some runners choosing My Sister's Place, an organization that helps women who have went through some type of assault.
We have friends who are in there, and so we just decided to raise money and do it for fun.
This is the 11th year of the event, and Bill Hoschel has been a co-race director since the creation.
I mean, when we first had the opportunity to merge this with what sports administration was doing with Run for a Reason, I thought it was it worked in perfectly.
Hoschel says at least $6,000 will be donated and that this race is important to these charities.
It's a great opportunity for them to highlight and showcase their causes.
For Newswatch, I'm Norrils in Athens.